Good evening, good evening, good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. Dun, 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 dun. Look, y'all, look, it is Friday, and if you ever thought I had a goblet, I got one tonight. But this the old school, and this one go back in the day. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. It's a sip. It's a sip, baby. It is a sip. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's a Friday. And if you don't know anything else on this Friday, know that you deserve to be blessed. Baby, let me tell you, this is not a goblet. This is a gooblet, okay? This is a gooblet. And y'all see, I didn't fill it all the way up to the top because I really want to get through tonight's show with y'all. Because tonight, we're going to talk about some things. Yes, indeed, Kwame. Yes, indeed, Kat. Yes, indeed, Sheba. All of those things. When I feel you, what's up, cousin? What's up? Hold on, let me take one more because it's Friday, and I think y'all have had a long week. Notice I said y'all had a long week, and I want to take a little something for y'all, right? I want y'all to take a moment and just, yeah, hold on. Let me take a sip. Let me tell you, okay? I'm doing good, cuz I got you. Next time we see each other, I got you. I got you. Look, ladies and gentlemen, it has been one of those weeks, and I'm coming to you tonight because I want to talk to you about a little something. And tonight, our topic may be a little bit off for the thought to ponder, but I don't think so. You know, our topic tonight is I don't owe you I don't owe you shit. Not a doggone thing. And so tonight we're going to talk about it, but y'all know what we like to do. We like to clear the space. Now, look, I'm going to say this to you tonight because I want you to understand. Hold on. Let me take these off for a second because I want you to understand where I'm at, right? We can all be holy. We can all be holier than thou. We can all be greater than the stars and the moon and all of that stuff. Hey, Barbara, hey. We can be greater than all of that, right? Well, let me tell you something. I'm spiritual, but I will check you. Don't come over here thinking you finna pop off at the mouth and do all of this yin, 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 and that's what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna talk to you. Yes, the earth, the moon, the stars, the universe, Jesus. Yes, yes, yes. I'm saved. All of that. But you come cross me the wrong way, and I'm gonna check you. Period. On period. Boop. Period. And I think sometimes what we do is we become so PC that we forget that we human. You stepping on my toes, you jacking with me, you're acting a fool with me, and I'm supposed to be over here just all calm and cool, blinking myself back into oblivion. Okay, okay, Kwame. He said what he said. Okay, so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, look, let me talk to you. The hair gonna do what it's gonna do tonight. That's what it's gonna do. You right, Cat. You right. Oh, come on. What? The spirit of check that is real. Look, let me tell you. I always tell people all the time, like, I love being spiritual. I love being one with the universe. I love making sure that I'm a part of what God made me to be. I'm doing my part, right? But there comes a time when people will step all over you and don't say, excuse me. You feel what I'm saying? And at that moment, I have to tell you, I don't owe you a doggone thing. So tonight, that's what we're going to talk about. But before we get into all of that, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to bring it back with me. Whew. And I want y'all to take a moment. We're going to clear the space, right? And we're going to take a moment and breathe because our breath is important. We're going to take a moment and acknowledge that our breath is important, that breathing is important. We don't do enough of it. Yes, you do it on the regular without even knowing that you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You do it all the time. Don't even know you're doing it, right? But here's the thing. How can we lose our breath? Hey, Eden, how can we lose our breath, right? Destiny's Child said it, make me lose my breath. Make me lose my... Yeah, how can we not... Tony Braxton said it. Breathe again. Like, how can we keep losing it? And the way we do that is that we don't take a moment and breathe. So what we like to do here at the Thought Department, to take 3 breaths, right? The first breath, I'm going to count it out for you. It's at a 5 pace. Okay. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to make it to 5. If you make it to 2 or you make it to 3, at least you're taking that breath. Okay. The second breath, I'm not going to count it out, but I will move my hand so you'll know what that is. The second breath, I want you to really think about that thing. I want you to think about what's going on, and I want you to bring it in and acknowledge it and blow it out, right? Now, on the third breath, this is the most important one, right? Because we've already acknowledged what it is. We're telling the universe we're in control. So you bring that breath in, whatever the issue, the problem, the concern may be, you bring it in. And when you bring it in, I want you to send it to the furthest reaches of the universe. I want you to send it to the deepest part of the ocean. And the reason you do that is because you're telling the universe you're in control. But also, it's so it doesn't come back around. So it doesn't come back around. So it doesn't come back around, right? Like that. That's what you're doing. You're in control. You control all of what goes on around you. Sometimes we got to take a moment, right? And breathe before we respond. Sometimes we got to take a moment and breathe before we clap back, right? Sometimes we got to take a moment and breathe and understand that some people may not be where we are. Y'all with me? Y'all ready for the breath? Do I hear you? Come on, y'all. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Let me know that you're in the building. It's Friday. It's Friday. And we got a long little weekend. Well, some of us do because we don't work on Monday, right? You know, we ain't going to say nothing about that holiday. But anyways, we don't work on Monday, okay? So this is what I want you to do tonight. So I'm going to count out the first breath. On a count of 3, I want you to take that deep breath in. I'm going to count it out at a 5 pace, and then we're going to let it go, okay? That's what we're going to do. All right. Now, what I want you to do with me, let's get ready. I want you to give me some shoulder action, some Tina Turner shoulder action. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Give me some. And then I want you to take those shoulders to the back. I want you to open that chest up. Open the chest up. We know that this is our crown. We know that we get signals in here, but we also know that our chest is where our heart is, and our chest can be tight. So open the chest up for what it's about to receive. Y'all ready? On the count of 3, y'all with me? All right, I think I heard you say you was with me. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Blow it out, ladies and gentlemen. Blow it out. Blow it out. I want you to take them shoulders. Come on, take them shoulders. Move them shoulders around. And then I want you to move them shoulders to the back. Move it to the back. We're opening the chest up again. One more time. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now remember what it is. Remember what it is, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I got a little messy. Remember what it is, okay? You're opening the chest up, all right? Now, what I want you to do on this one, I'm not going to count it out, But on the count of three, I want you to take a deep breath and acknowledge whatever that issue, that problem, that concern is. Y'all ready? All right. On the count of three, one, two, three. Deep breath in. And out. Whew. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Come through. Come through. This is third one. This third one is coming. Let's move them shoulders. Rolling. Okay. And I want you to take them shoulders back again and open that chest up. Open that chest up. On the count of three, y'all ready? It's the last one. Now, on this one, ladies and gentlemen, when we blow it out, I want you to make some noise. All right? Now, here's the thing. If you're at the library, if you're at work and you start yelling and screaming, I'm not responsible for the box and the walking out and the security guards and all that. I'm not responsible. But you got it. All right. So on the count of three, we're going to take a deep breath in. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And and a woo woo woo. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I know that I make a little fun with it, but this is what we believe here at the Thought to Ponder. We believe that you can change the atmosphere, you can change the outcome, you can change your thought process if you just take a moment and breathe, and breathe, and breathe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't clear the space, we didn't clear the air. I hope that you got a little breath in that. This is what I want you to do. Y'all know I love music and y'all know I like to groove, right? Y'all know what I like to do. I'm gonna pull this on out right quick. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all thought y'all was ready. Y'all thought y'all was ready? Okay, for those of you who've never been on my show before, baby, look, this is what we do. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Hit me off. Boom. Ta-ta. Doom. Doom. Ta-ta. Doom. Ta-ta. Doom. Doom. Ta-ta. Doom. Ta-ta. Doom. Doom. Ta-ta. T. 2. P. Check me out. Boom. Ta-ta. Doom. Doom. Ta-ta. Doom. Doom. Ta-ta. Doom. Doom. Ta. Doom. Doom. Ta-ta. Doom. Doom. Ta. Doom. T. 2. P, check me out. Boom, ba ba boom, 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 ba ba boom, 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 ba ba boom, 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 boom. T2P, check me out. T2P, check me out. T2P, check me out. Ying, 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 ying. Check me out. T2P, check me out. Rah. Look, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I like to have a little fun. Y'all know I like to make sure that we are good. Hey, moms. Hey, moms. That's my mama, y'all. My mama. That's my mama. Mama. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what we're going to do. If you can see at the bottom, it's scrolling across, letting you know that the Thought to Ponder is moving from Friday nights to Mondays, right? I know, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to move. It's time for me to go, but it'll still be the same great show, but it'll just be on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. Now, here's the thing. We are moving on the 18th. So you'll see me on the 18th. We got one more Friday right before the move. So this Friday tonight, and then next week's Friday, and then on the 18th, I move to Mondays, and then that's where I'll be. Y'all gonna have to come see me, come check me out, and all of that good stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, let's get into this thought. Yeah. I don't owe you shit. So I got a little story. Y'all know I work in the HIV field, or excuse me, as an advocate and things like that. I was told that it's not right for someone to withhold or not disclose their status. And this is the reason why the conversation went the way it went. Because I basically said, it's up to you when you feel comfortable, right? Hey, Alan. Hey, when you feel comfortable, right, to disclose or to express or to open up, it's up to you, right? And then the person said, well, no, you should be able to tell me who was on the bottom, who was on top, who did this, who did that, how did it happen, blah, 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 blah. And I said, I don't owe you. Oh, okay, my bad. So I don't owe you nothing. You feel me? So this is what I told the person that I was having a conversation with. I said, why is it important for them to know who, what, when, where, and how? You feel what I'm saying? If you are HIV positive or if you have a STI, whatever the case may be, it's up to you to say when the right time is. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you shit. You don't come and ask me what's going on. Well, why did it happen like this? Was it dirty? Was it clean? Was it long? Was it short? Was it big? Was it... No, that's not your business. I don't owe you nothing. Now, either you want to talk to me or you don't. So if you want to talk to me, then you talk to me. But if me talking to you got parameters around it, if me talking to you means that this is not what we're going to do anymore, if this me not disclosing to you the way you feel that I should disclose mean that we can't talk, then we can't talk. Bruh, sis, we good. We good. I don't owe you shit. You know what I mean? So I want to read a little something, and then I'm going to come back to the story. Okay? Owe it, right? To have a responsibility to do something to satisfy an obligation or duty, right? To have a responsibility to do something or to satisfy an obligation or duty. Some people believe that when you tell them that they're cute or they're fine or they're sexy, that, or when they tell you that you got to tell it back to them, right? Some people believe that because you got money, you should spread the wealth. Some people believe that because I'm straightforward with you, that you should be straightforward with me. No, I don't owe you nothing. Now, what I do owe you is what me feel comfortable in telling you. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm having this conversation and I'm being straight up. I'm saying, look, this is what's going on, right? You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. You know what I mean? It's up to you. Don't be pressured into telling anybody anything. And I know we all talk about disclosure. We all talk about it. But disclosure is not at your not at your will. Disclosure is not at your practice or anything. Disclosure is mine and mine only. You feel what I'm saying? Well, you can't be sitting up here perpetrating and acting like this and doing this here. I'm not perpetrating. Bruh. So here's the thing. I just was diagnosed, and I'm speaking in the terms of 16 years ago. I'm just diagnosed, and I'm sitting here trying to figure my life out, whether or not I'm going to live or die. And you want me to explain to you something that I don't even understand yet? I don't owe you nothing. But back then, I thought I did. Back then, I thought I owed people because people were asking me questions. Well, how does it feel? Well, how does it look? Well, what happened? Well, what happened? And I was like, okay, I'm going to try to answer your question. I'm going to try to answer yours. I didn't owe them nothing. What I owed was myself some grace. That's what I owed. I owed myself some grace. I should have took some time to understand who I was and what was going on with my life at the time. But you got people that want to talk up under your clothes. You got people that want to tell you that you're not right. You got people that want to tell you that they love you one minute, and as soon as you reject them or turn them down, then all of a sudden you're the scum of the earth. You owe me. That's what the guy told me. You owe me. What do I owe you? I don't even know you from a can of paint. I don't owe you shit. Like, not a damn thing, bro. So I don't. Whew. Lama, lama, sima, lama, lama, lama. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you live your life because it's your life. You don't live your life on nobody else's time. You don't live your life because somebody else told you that you got to live it like this. Let's take it back in history. There were people telling us to live our lives a certain way, right? There were people telling us that we could not read. It was against the law to read. I don't owe you nothing. You feel what I'm saying? You can't tell me what I have to do, what I should be doing, what I shouldn't do. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. Let me go back to the story. So the person says to me, well, I think what you're doing is teaching people how to lie and not be true to who they are. And you know what, y'all? I'm going to say this to you all because I said it in the beginning. I'm a very spiritual person. But back in the day, you could have got these hands. You could have said my mama back in the day, and we'd have told this mother scooter up. You feel me? We'd have broke up everything. And then I'd have still been mad and still trying to break up something afterwards, right? I'm not right. And I remember people telling me that I had to be this way. I had to be a man. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. My walk wasn't right. My talk wasn't right. I'm always around girls. I shouldn't have. Like, it was always these things. You know what I'm saying? And it was almost as if I owed them something. That's the way they felt. You owe me not to be gay. Because they were telling me that I shouldn't be gay because I should be this, I should be that, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. And I'm saying, what does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with you? So, ladies and gentlemen, in this conversation, I said, I don't know how you're going to make it if you cannot stand up for yourself. You don't owe him shit. Nothing. How is he going to fix his mouth to tell you that you better tell me, you better say it? How? And y'all, I know y'all are probably saying, dog Titan, you're going a little deep tonight. Look, let me express to you, my life is not promised tomorrow, the next day, the next year. Yes, I want to live forever. Correct? I want to live forever. I want to I want to do all that. But let's be real. I have been living my life for a majority of it for somebody else because they told me I owed them. I owed them to be a man. I owed them to be a heterosexual man, not a homosexual. I owed them, right, to tell them how I became HIV positive. I owed them an explanation of what I'm doing. I owed them the audacity of somebody to tell me that I owe them. And I ain't took out a loan. I ain't borrowed no money. I ain't took out a mortgage or nothing with you. But how do I owe you? You feel me? And I want to say this to you all tonight and everybody that's watching tonight live and those that are going to see it later. We have allowed people to come into our space and our place. And we have allowed them to tell us what we owe them. And we have been paying it. Hey, Dominique, we have been paying it. Okay, Jaton, that part. We have been paying it. And sometimes we've been paying it with our own blood. Sometimes we have been hurt. Sometimes we have been hospitalized. Sometimes we have been sick. You know, the old folks used to say, you sick all down in your back, right? We have been sick all down in our backs, trying to pay back something that we never owed nobody to begin with. And look, ladies and gentlemen, you might have let them in. You might have let them in, and you might have been trying to write a check and don't even have a checking account because you owe them. You might have been robbing Peter to pay Paul twice because you owe them. But what I want to say to you tonight is you don't owe them shit. You don't owe them nothing. You don't have to explain who you are. You don't have to explain what you do. You don't have to explain your very existence. You stand in who you are, what you are, and where you are. Stop with it. Why am I explaining to you? Why do I owe you an explanation? I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Okay? That part. Be bold. Come on. Don't owe a man nothing but to love them. Come on now. Now. You feel what I'm saying? Stop playing. Stop playing. So I told the person in the conversation, I said, well, that's not what I'm doing. I don't owe them nothing. They don't pay my nail bill. They don't pay for anything. They don't put gas in this car. They don't put clothes on my back. They don't even put into my spirit. You feel me? Now I'm going to back it up and bring it on home. What they do is they drain my spirit. They spirit drainers. You know what I'm saying? They're like leeches. They suck onto you and drain your spirit. All the while you owe them. And they ain't paid for nothing. Sound like The Color Purple. I ain't even want your sorry hand in marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't paid for nothing. But you owe them. You owe them an explanation of your life, why you are here. And I ain't never asked you about yours. I ain't never asked you to explain yours, but you want me to explain mine. This person said to me when I started doing the show and I started doing a Pondering HIV portion, this person said to me, why are you always talking about HIV? People are going to be, looking at you and talking about you and doing all this. I don't owe you. If you're not a part of my 3, I don't owe you nothing. If they don't feed me, finance me, or, oh, come on, bump. I don't owe you. Hold on. If they don't feed me, finance me, and bump, I don't owe them nothing. Little ski, I don't owe them nothing. And I think that's where we go wrong, because we feel that we owe somebody something because of the way that they have treated us, the way that they have given us a little bit. They have given us a bone. You feel what I'm saying? Have you ever gave a dog a bone and watch it go off in the corner and just play for hours and hours? Have you ever given a kid a toy that don't make no sense at all, right? And the child will play with that toy forever and ever and ever, right? It's like I'm sitting here trying to explain to you why this toy brings me joy when this toy brings me joy, period. You feel what I'm saying? Like I shouldn't have to explain to you why I exist on this earth. I shouldn't have to explain to you that I'm Titan. I shouldn't have to explain to you how I became HIV positive in order for you to have a conversation with me. Why am I explaining? That's why. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, when you go back to your lives, when you turn off this live feed and you go back and you sit down in your spirit, you look around you. Let your spirit go out and canvas your area. How many people do you owe? How many people do you feel you owe? I guarantee you it's more than one. I guarantee you there's somebody standing in your face right now, waiting for you to get off this live, watching me, that figure you owe them something. There's somebody sitting on the same couch with you. There's somebody sitting in the kitchen. There's somebody out in your driveway that figures you owe them something. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. You get a raise, you owe them. You get a new car, you owe them. You get a new house, you owe them. You get new clothes, you owe them. You travel, you owe them. You want peace, you can't have no peace because you owe them. You don't owe them shit. Live your life. Be who you are. Be who God made you. Be in the universe where God put you and do your work. And when you see them coming, move around. Move around. Okay. You better avoid them like the plague. You better avoid them like COVID. You see COVID coming, you put your mask on, do it to the peoples. And we'll see how many times they keep coming up to you talking about you owe them. But if you continue to open that door and let them in, That's going to be the issue. That's going to be the problem. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't blame us, but we have to take some responsibility for what's going on around us. There came a time where you could have said no and been done, but you chose not to do that. There could have been a time when you could have said, I don't owe you shit. Stop asking me for stuff. Get out there and get it yourself. There comes a time. Okay? There comes a time, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a little sip of this gooblet. And what we're going to do, we're going to pay some bills real quick, and I'm going to be back. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so slow. Go ahead, Kwame. We're going to pay some bills. So I got a little message. Got a little message. This is what's crazy. Hold on a second. Titan, how do you stop owing someone when you've been paying them? Hold on. Titan, how do you stop owing someone when you've been paying them for more than 10 years? Whew. This is a little tricky because what has happened, and I don't know this from a can of paint. I'm just speaking from my spirit. My spirit is telling me to talk, and I'm talking, okay? What happens is that we invite in the O, right? Not knowing that we're inviting it in. We invite in the O, and it comes in a form of, I love you. I'm taking care of you. I got to be there for you. I'm trying to help you. I'm doing all of this. But you're doing all of this depleting your energy. What's in the cup is for you. What comes outside of the cup is for them. Okay? Okay. That part, Kwame, you cancel the contract. But let me finesse it just a little bit, right? So if everything in the cup is for you, then you make sure that you are full. You make sure that your is on full. Because here's the thing, as long as you're on full, you won't be able to let any of that stuff come in. But the moment, remember I talked about those spirit drainers, the moment you let them in and they drain your spirit to where now they're inside of your cup, it's hard to get them out. It is hard to get them out. Once they get inside your cup, it's hard to get them out. So picture it. Houston, 1940. No, I'm just kidding. Picture it. You got a cup, and this is your energy. This is your energy. And every now and then you have a surplus. You have an overflow, right? Y'all ever been to church and church got an overflow section? Y'all with me on that, right? Your main core section is here. That's inside the cup. That's your spirit. That's your spirit. That overflow, that's for others. That's for them, right? But what we have done is we have stopped the overflow, even when we know we can't afford to owe nobody anything. We go for it. So we allow them to come into our cup. And now they are in our cup. sucking up everything, eating up everything. And what I'm speaking of, I'm speaking about time and energy and thoughts and love and spirit. That's what I'm talking about. They get in and they just devour it, right? And then you're stuck. To the person that sent the text, number one, acknowledge that there's a problem. Number one, acknowledge that there's an issue. Number one, acknowledge. And then number two, find out where you started owing. Find out where you started owing. I'm coming off the dome, y'all. I'm coming off the dome. Find out where you started owing. I guarantee you there was a moment that the O came on. I guarantee you. I'm not talking about Oprah. I'm talking about Owen. Okay. And then lastly, make a plan with yourself about what you're going to do. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be ugly. But be straight to the point. All right, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Kwame, let's get into this pondering HIV. Oh, this show tonight, boy. Ooh. So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Do I really owe you? Do I really owe you anything about my status? Do I really owe you that? If I want to live my life and not mess with nobody, not be with nobody, not have nobody, not have a significant other, not have a partner, not have any of these things, right? Then I should be able to live my life and do just that. I don't owe you anything about my HIV status. Now, I'm a little different because I choose to let you know what my HIV status is. I choose to let you know that I'm a Black gay man who is HIV positive. I choose to let you know that. But a lot of people don't choose to put it on the forefront or sing it from the rafters or be up on the rooftop. And that's okay. And that's okay. You don't owe nobody anything. But what you do owe yourself is love and peace and happiness and understanding. Understanding. You owe yourself that. Love, peace, happiness, understanding. You owe yourself that. So I don't think you need to tell nobody no more than what it is about your HIV status. You hold on to that. When you're ready, you'll let that be. But show yourself some grace. Show yourself some love. You are not wasted. You are not dead. You're not gone. You are here. You are here. I don't owe you an explanation about my HIV status. Somebody asked me, well, what happened? Was you on the bottom? Was you doing this? You didn't know that there was this going on and that going on. I was like, what? First and foremost, you got the audacity to even ask me about what's going on under my clothes. Like, bruh, back up. You don't owe them nothing. You don't owe them nothing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know my pondering HIV is going to be a little short tonight. However, in the final thought, I'm coming back with some pondering HIV. So we're going to mix it up a little bit tonight. I want to say this to those of you out there who are living and thriving with HIV. HIV is not a death sentence. HIV does not mean that you are over. HIV does not mean that you are gone. HIV does not mean that you're infected, that you're nasty. It doesn't mean any of those things. What it means is that you're HIV positive. Simple as that. You live for you. Stop living for everybody else. Live for you. Understand that your life is not theirs. You don't owe them nothing. It's your life. So I don't know who this is for, whoever this is right here and here and here, and whoever this is right there. What I want you to know is that you deserve to be here. You deserve love. You are not a mistake. You did not just let everybody down. What I want you to do is to get up, live your life. Understand that God don't make mistakes. Understand the universe didn't place you where you're at by mistake. You are worthy. You're supposed to be here. Death is not at your doorstep. And I want you to show yourself some grace. Show yourself some grace. Okay? All right? Let me see some thumbs up. Let me see some hearts. Y'all, come on, come talk to me. Come talk to me, y'all. Come talk to me. Are we good? Are we all right? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? All right, Kwame, come on. Let's get into this final thought because, whew, they got me going. They got me going. They got me going. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight we're going to do something a little different. Okay, come through. Bullet and Flight Radio, come through. Come through. So I want to do a little something tonight. And I want you, right? I want you to chime in. If it touches you, if you think that is right for you, if you think it's this, I want you to chime in. Titan got 5 things in this final thought, right? That you don't owe them nothing. How do you do that? Well, come on. We're going to talk about it. Come on. Kwame, let's tell them about these 5 things. Let's let them know. Number 1 is five things you can do to stop explaining yourself. What's number 1? Easy. Know who you are. Know who you are. Know who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't play the game. We can't sit up here and pretend that we don't know who we are. We have to understand ourselves. We have to understand that we were built differently. We were made differently. We were made divinely, right? Know who you are. And I know sometimes it's a little hard because of all the crud and the stuff and the bricks and the dirt that's on top of us. But know who you are. You are God's child. You are blessed. You are wonderfully made. Know who you are. Know who you are. All right, I'm gonna come back and ask somebody. I want to need somebody to tell me. Y'all better be listening to these 5 things. Look, I'm like I'm some teacher or something. All right, Kwame, come on. What's number 2? Learn to understand yourself right where you are. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you may be sitting up here thinking, okay, Titan, really? But sometimes we don't even understand where we're at that very moment, where we're standing. We don't understand why things are happening to us. We don't understand why the bad stuff keeps happening. You got to understand where you are right in that moment. And if you if you're hurting, if you're mad, if you're upset, then you understand where you're at in that moment. But we don't do that. We don't do that. We put on the fake, we put on the front, we do all of this stuff. Come on. Come on. Where you are. All right, Coin, come on with number 3. Stop making excuses for you being who God or the universe made you. Look, let me tell you. How many times have you talked to somebody? How many times have you said to yourself, right? You making excuses for what you're doing? No. You are divinely made. There's nobody else like. Now, there may be some duplicates and people that look like you, but there's nobody like you. Stop making excuses for who you are. You're supposed to be here. I was talking to somebody the other day about their HIV status, and they were talking to me as if they should not be here. Just what if? What if this is your journey? What if your light is supposed to shine so somebody else can see and understand? What if? Just saying. I know my purpose. I know my purpose. I know it now. Let me say that. There was a time I didn't. And I was lost. I was lost in the light. I was like, go toward the light, Caroline, and I wasn't going toward nobody's light. But I know what my purpose is, right? And it took some time. Hell, it took 14 years, right? All right, Kwame, number 4. Check in with yourself regularly, right? Check in with yourself. You're right, Dominique. It does take time. It does take time. A lot of times what we don't do, we don't check in. We don't check in with ourselves. We check in with everybody else. We make sure that everybody else has it going on. We make sure everybody else got everything. But we don't do that with ourselves. We don't do it with ourselves. So we sitting here lost. We helping everybody. Again, we in that cup. Everybody is in that cup taking what they want to take, just robbing and stealing. Robbing and stealing. And what's in that cup is not for them. What's outside the cup is for them. Like Dominique said, it takes time. So check in with yourself on the regular. And it's okay if you mess up or you miss a step or you happen to trip and you may stumble. That's okay. But check in with yourself so you know where you're at. So you know what you're doing, right? So you know what you're doing. My check-in might not look like your check-in. Your check-in may not look like my check-in. But I talk to my higher power. I talk to my God, just like I talk to you. Hey, bro, you already know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You already know what the deal is. This is what my thought process is. This is what I've done. I know I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. So now I just need to show myself some grace. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right, come on, number 5. Number 5, baby. Number 5. Come on. What did it say? Love yourself through it all. There's no way that you can be who you are, love who you are. Well, no. Be who you are, understand who you are, acknowledge who you are if you don't love yourself. If you do not love yourself. I think it's crazy to think that all of these things in this world that's happening to us causes us not to love ourselves. Love yourself regardless. You might not look like the next man, standing to the next man, standing against the next woman, or you may not have that. You feel me? But the reality of it is you are who you are. Let me tell you how crazy it is. Let me tell you how crazy it is. For you to do for everybody, love everybody, and you can't love yourself. And then you think it's selfish to love yourself. Take a moment. Take yourself out on a date. Love yourself. Buy you something nice. Take an excursion. Sometimes you might got to do it by yourself. But what I'm telling you is that you got to love yourself. Nobody else is going to love you like that. Nobody else is going to love you like you will love you. Nobody else is going to do it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You tell me if I'm wrong. Because I know for a fact that can't nobody love me like I love me. Know that for a fact. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, come on, Ellen. Right. Show yourself some grace. You got to show yourself some grace. And what that grace looks like is love and understanding. What I need from you is understanding. How can we communicate if you don't hear what I say? Woo, 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 woo. Okay, my bad. But anyways, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, Barbara, yes. You have to learn to, and Barbara, to your comment and back to Dominique, it takes time. It takes time. You feel what I'm saying? So you may not be able to love yourself right here in this moment right now because Titan told you to do it. But the thing is, you show yourself some grace so that you can love yourself again. But here's what I want to say to you, Barbara, and anybody else that's listening, that's trying to learn to love themselves again. Give yourself permission. Give yourself consent. Let me back up. Let me back up. I want to say it one more time for you. Give yourself permission. Give yourself consent to love you. And I know y'all probably looking at me crazy right about now because I didn't pull this hair back and did all of this good stuff like this. But let me say this to you. We have not given ourselves permission and consent to love us right where we're at. We have given ourselves away. We have given our love, our power away because we feel we don't deserve it. We have given away our purpose because we feel like our purpose is this, but our purpose is really this. And that's loving you right where you are, loving you through all of it, loving you through the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, loving you, right? Stop with this and begin with this. Pray on your spirit. Feed your spirit. So I'm going back again to what Dominique said. It takes time. Most of the time, we don't understand that we are malnourished. We are malnourished in the spirit because we believe that all the things that are around us right now is what God put there to be around us. And that is not the truth. That is not the truth. I hear you, Barbara. I hear you. And you know, and sometimes we don't understand that we are over here dying, slowly dying because of all this that's around us. It's toxic. You feel me? It's toxic. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, when I talk about I don't owe you shit, I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. I owe myself some grace. I owe myself some love. I owe myself some understanding. I owe myself to not put myself fifth in the line. You feel what I'm saying? I owe myself not to do that. I owe myself some grace. I owe myself some love. I owe myself some pampering. I owe myself a massage. I owe myself a mani and a pedi. I owe myself a good meal. Just a good meal. I owe myself to go to the beach and relax and not have to worry about nobody else or nothing else. I owe myself. Before we get out of here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you don't owe them shit. Nothing. But you owe yourself everything. You owe yourself every last piece of it. And I'd be doggone if you don't start tonight giving yourself exactly what you owe yourself. Love. Right? Love. Peace. Grace. Understanding. Understanding. All right, y'all. Look, I'm going to take one more swig of this tonight because y'all done got me in my feelings. I don't owe you yet. You feel me? I don't even owe you an explanation about why my glass is so big. Okay? It works for me. And I don't have an explanation. I don't owe you nothing about why my gulp is a sip. Why you look. Okay? Look, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Let me say this to you. I don't believe there was any other reason that you were put on this earth other than to be blessed and to be a blessing. If you are blessing someone, then you are blessed. If you're blessed, then you're surely blessing someone. God didn't make a mistake. The universe didn't place you where you're at just because. But what you got to do, you got to show yourself some grace. And remember, you don't owe them shit. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace and blessings to you. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Woo. This was a good doozy tonight. This was a doozy tonight. Okay, hold on. Wait, before we get out here. Barbara said, I started tonight. I bought a brand new suitcase and getting ready to head to. Come on. Come on. And let me tell you this, Barbara, before we get out of here, right? Let me tell you this. You bought a new suitcase, right? You getting ready to head out for a couple of days. Pamper yourself, right? If you can squeeze a couple of extra dollars, get you a suite. If you can squeeze a couple of extra dollars, get you a mani-pedi. If you can squeeze a couple of extra dollars, now I don't got to do all of these, but at least one. Go and get you a massage. Go and get you a deep tissue massage, right? Love yourself. Love yourself. You better do it, Barbara. You know I want to hear all about it. I want to hear all about it. Peace and blessings to you all, ladies and gentlemen. I love y'all. I can't express enough how much I love that you come and you check me out and you're here for me and you give me the questions and comments and all of that good stuff. I want to let you know that I love you because you love me. And I hope and I pray that I've been a blessing unto you tonight as you all have been a blessing unto me. Until next time, peace and blessings.